Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. A music evolution. Now, Darin and Anita with your Grand Strand Artist Spotlight.
Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. Welcome back from a commercial break, and it is that time for our Spotlight interview segment that we have every week that we tell you about. And Anita, I always say, are you ready for this? But this time...
I know who it is.
From California, man, on the West Coast, going to the other side. On the line with us is Miss Edna Wright from Honeycomb. Edna, how are you?
I'm great, you guys. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
We're just excited to have you on and to get to talk to Edna Wright.
I am. Hey, how about that? Edna Wright.
Edna Wright.
sounds like one day it's going to be a real important name, huh?
It is. It already is. You don't know
That's what
how
they keep
many
telling
times
me.
I used to sing, gotta put it in the want ads.
Girl, you know, when you read things, I never believe my hype. Because you kind of keep yourself real balanced and real level when you just know what you know and know what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
But I so appreciate all of the accolades and all of the things that I have received and gotten, and all of the things that are coming to me now. I just feel so blessed.
It's incredible the things that are going on for Honeycomb and you, and a couple of these things we're going to talk about, folks. I know Shelley Clark is back with Honeycomb. 20 Feet of Stardom's been going on. The Soul Train cruise already booked on that again, and then something really cool coming up at the end. But the song, we always hear one ad, stick up, one monkey don't stop, no show. And the song that we're going to have in the show today, folks, when we sort of wrap up the interview, is "Girls Ain't Easy." And I want to tell you what, as we were going on the air with this, the things that you guys don't hear off the air is girls just ain't easy. When I've brought two women into the show, Anita and Edna here now, and let me tell you, fellas, it's been tough right now.
Don't get me started, Darin.
Let me tell you something. First of all, you have to understand, that song says, girls, it ain't easy. Not girls ain't easy.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So we're talking about men and kind of throwing them under the bus.
Yeah, I know.
Under the bus.
That's it.
And that's okay with me and Anita, okay?
Yeah, here I am. Here I am.
And no, we aren't easy.
Yeah, guys, you got to work for a woman's love. True love, you got to work for it. Well, let's get to the interview here. Edna, I tell you, Shelley Clark back with the group. What makes up Honeycomb now and all that? Give us a little what's been going on.
Oh, let's see. New wardrobe, new clothes, new stylers, and all that kind of stuff. We've got 3 new guys that are working with us, agent-wise, old friends that came to see the show unbelievably at the Mint and really in West L.A., and it was a packed-out crowd. That was the 25th of last month, and they came out, packed us out, and word spread like wildfire. And Shelley, being a real part of it, just kind of like bumped in, and we're like Mo and Joe. We sort of didn't miss a beat when she got back. It was like we laugh, we talk, we have such a camaraderie on stage that it's unbelievable. And then with Melody being the strong mix, really and truly, Melody is kind of like Carolyn, only a little more forthcoming. She's a talent within herself. So when we had Ronnie Isley and all of them on the show, and they came to see us, and they sat out and they heard her sing, and they went like, whoa. So Melody is an entity of herself. I look forward to having her all the time, but actually I know that it's only a matter of time. She has I think 2 songs or 1 song on the Tyler Perry movie.
Wow.
She's been on Broadway, and she played the lead role for Aida. Then she played the lead role in the Nala. And so I don't expect her to be that long with me, but that's not going to be a problem because Shelley really clicks well with me, and she's just phenomenal. So
right. Well, I would think with Shelley, it's sort of like, when you have friends and you've been friends, usually when you get back together, even though it's been a while, it's just like clicks. You're right back in the groove, so to speak.
It really does, and especially for myself with Shelley, I'm really giving a lot. When I say that, I didn't have to go out and get her. Yeah. I didn't have to solicit that. I was doing, really great all by myself. If you remember, in North Carolina, I went by myself.
Right.
And so I've done a lot of jobs, just me, and had guys do the background on the boats and stuff when I was working. So her being with me, it brings a lot more fun, I'm able to play off of what she does and play off of her strengths.
Exactly.
And so bringing it to the forefront, it made it work really well. And then, you grow, and you've grown. So we've both grown. So the joy and the anxiousness of what we're doing and where we're going has been phenomenal.
So, Edna, tell us about the documentary, 20 Feet from Stardom.
The one thing that I can say that is so outstanding about it is that it lets people and the public and other people know that this is a hard business. It is not one to take lightly. But so many people did lull to sleep when they get in this business. And they did lull to sleep by thinking that, oh, this is my day in the sun and I'm going to be. And it's like anything else. You have to know that you have to work while it is day, because night will come and no man can work, meaning that you got to take care of your business. You have to do things that right. You can't just be swept away with words that people say, oh, you're phenomenal and we're going to make money for you. Yeah. You have to do your homework. And I tell young people, go find good counsel. Find counsel in your moms and your dads. And if they don't know the business, my father was a preacher, a minister. Right. But my father, once I got in the business and Darlene got in the business, he started buying billboards and cash box and started educating himself. And then he would ask his attorneys, well, what do you think about that? And so he was at least knew some type of knowledge about it.
Right.
So this film talks about one of the girls that used to be in the ICAT and how hot she was when she was a hottie and what happened to her afterwards. It tells about baby, that we call her baby sister, but she's Mary Clayton, and how she never could get a hit off the ground, no matter how much money her producer put into it. It talks about my sister being a hit with the Bobby Sox and the Blue Jeans and Darlene Love, but how Phil Spector choked her life, her business life.
He held it down.
Yeah. And see, let me tell you what was different. When I got in the business, I remembered all of that. So I said, oh, that's not what happened to me. And so as much as I tried to clear and get things done, still crap was done to me. Yeah. Still, record companies, and not the ones in L.A. It was my brothers, my brothers that, held our money back and, did little things to us. But I thank God that he always has the victory, for me. Yes. And that's where I stand. So I kept up with my looks. I kept up with as much as I could with my children, my weight, my marriage, and keeping Greg ahead of the game. So, we just did all we could do, and we stayed in the game. And that's the biggest thing, is staying in the game.
Well, tell us about the Soul Train cruise. I know that had to be an incredible time, and you're already rebooked for 2016 on that cruise. That had to be an awesome time with all that talent, man, that was there.
Oh, my God. It was so much talent. It was kind of when I got on the boat, I went like, I'm really playing with these people again, huh? I haven't worked with Ronnie and Charlie Wilson, Ronnie, and I hadn't seen these people in years, let alone work with them. But the compliment that I got and received from them, because Jeffrey Osmond, all of them stepped in to our show and saw our show, and they were amazed. They said, not only do you look good, you sound phenomenal. And for girls to still have their pipes, it meant a lot. They were just shocked out of their socks, and it was such great camaraderie that we had, all of us, because we were all coming back from the 70s and the 80s,
Yeah.
So, it was, and I think it was the Manhattan. Oh, my God. We had so much fun. It was awesome. I can't even tell you how. I was so tired I had to rest for a whole week when I got home. I'm not kidding. I am so booked for the next 2 months. I'm like, what? You got to be kidding me. And it's exciting. And when I got the call to be commencement speaker for NYU, I was
that was our next question. Is to get that? That's incredible there.
I was like, what are you looking for? Excuse me. Who are you looking for? Because really can't be looking for me. Then my own sister-in-law and them have to remind me, excuse me, when you were doing downtime raising your kids, you forgot you went back to college.
Yeah.
And I did studies with Jack Hayford and different ministries, and this group of people, doctors, got together and honored me about 8 years ago with an honorary doctor's degree.
Wow.
So I'm like, wow. They said, did you forget you got that? Do you forget you know something? You know.
You've done more than you know, and you're forgetting things.
Oh, my God. If I could tell you guys. Oh, did I tell you? I didn't even tell you. I'm going to England on the 10th of June.
So overseas again,
Really?
too, as well.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. I thought it was going, because normally they go and they have all these different acts come that are rare groove records and all that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
You know, because I have a record that I did under the name of Sandy Wins, and that's WYNNS. And that's for anybody that want to Google me.
Right.
I did this when I was like about 19 or 20 years old. And this record is called The Touch of Venus. And it went over to Europe after years of being played. I was on VJ Records. And it became big over there. Then when I was still Sandy Wins, I recorded about 5 other songs. And they all know of me there, but I've never been on a stage in Europe, UK, nowhere under the name Sandy Wins. So they want me to come on the 10th, and they're preparing a huge show for me. I'm thinking it's with a lot of other acts.
Right.
Guess who this act is? Me. They're packing. Wait a minute. They're packing this place out with me, and guess who else? My husband, Greg Perry, who also has own records.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
That's right. And Edna, it just goes to show you, girls just ain't easy. Going back to what we started at.
Thank you guys so much for this interview. And let's do it again, Anita.
Yes, I'd love to. And I mean, it's amazing all the things that you're doing.
Incredible. It's just incredible. It excites me to sit here and listen to. And Edna's one of these kind of people too. And I don't know if you know it or not, but you are a very uplifting person. Just to talk and listen to you, to tell the stories and how to stay after things is just incredible. But it's just great.
Edna, it's been a thrill and a joy talking to you, and we really thank you for interviewing with us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Edna, man. Incredible having you on.
Thank
Girls,
you.
it ain't easy.
It's right.
This is Edna Wright of Honeycomb. Girls, it ain't easy.
Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. A music evolution.